here. I have a team in Chicago, and so there were about 3 or 4 of us that were going to come, and the other 2 didn't show, so just me and Lonnie came. But I'm really, really excited to be here. I started my unique journey in February of 2014, and I literally just wanted the kit. It was a boosted post. I didn't know anybody. I'd never heard of Unique. I just saw the mascara, and I thought, oh, I have to have that mascara. And it was $29, and then I saw Join, okay? And I knew that they were going to rake me in, and there was going to be auto ship, and I was going to get a garage full of stuff that I didn't need. So I hit Join, and we had the smallest kit in Unique's history. It had nothing in it, basically. But it was only $99, so it was a better deal than $29 for just one mascara. So I did it, and within 10 minutes, this creepy lady named Kristen messaged me, and she said, oh my God, I'm so excited to join my team. And I went, oh, no, I didn't join anything. I just am stealing your kit. That's it. And she said, we started talking, and she was kind of nice. And she said, do me one favor. I said, oh, here it goes, here it comes. She was, just do your one eye with our mascara and post a selfie on Facebook. So I did, and I actually had people asking me for the link. I didn't even know how to get a link. Okay, I had no clue what I was doing. So that's how it started. So what I'm here to talk to you about is how to keep it simple. I know if you're anything like me, try to overcomplicate everything. So we're going to talk about how to advance in your unique career by keeping it simple. And also one thing that I think is really, really important that gets often forgotten about is telling your story, being transparent. Nobody, I don't want to say nobody, but nobody I know can build a business based on the people you know right now when you join. I had 300 friends on Facebook, and probably 150 of them were people I didn't know because I loved playing like Farmville. And so like, if you became friends with them, you got extra bales of hay or something, I don't even know. So those were the people. Okay, so here's the kit that I was talking about. This is the kit that we got in 2014. It came with a mascara, pigments, 3 brushes, blushes, and that was it, you guys. It was the smallest kit ever, and I'll tell you what, I couldn't even use the pigments because they just ended up all over my clothes. Like, I don't even know. I guess I could get them wet and I could use them as eyeliner. That was my go-to and the thing that I trained everybody to do because I was so professional. But so this was it, right? And so we had to keep it simple. I literally got to black status selling mascara one at a time. So I know it's super scary right now because you go to the website and this is out of stock, or you can't get this, or the color you want is not available. You don't need it. You honestly don't need it. You can do and achieve your dreams selling mascara.
Yes.
Woo-woo. Build your business with our core products. These products are never ever going anywhere. I love that we have new products that come out that are products that are only available for the month and we can sell them and it's fun. But this is how you're going to make it in this business, is just with our lash products, because we are an innovator and we have the best lash products. Okay, so I want to talk a little bit about telling your story. I actually met, I'm going to get my drink, my mouth's getting dry, sorry.
I thought you were coming for the cookie.
That too. Okay. So I actually met Amber before I met Amber. I saw a video that she did and she was telling her story. And I was so inspired by her, but the first thing I thought of was, she has like an awesome story. Look at all these people that follow her because she has this awesome story. And I don't have an awesome story. And I didn't know how to tell my awesome story, okay? So we're gonna talk a little bit about how you can come up with your story and how you can tell your story authentically, because each of you have a story. You don't have to have a rags to riches story. You don't have to have this big deal story. So if you guys have a piece of paper and a pencil, I want you to write down 3 things that you feel you can talk about that will impact other people, okay? So I'm going to tell you my why really, really quick. So I was married to my husband, Randy, and...
Don't cry.
I'm not. He passed away. And after he passed away, I was 36 years old, and it's Lonnie's dad. After he passed away, I realized we had a family vacation scheduled for August of that year. And I realized that we had never gone on a vacation before. We had never spent quality time together. We woke up every morning, we went to work, we paid our bills, we paid our house payment. We never, ever, ever went on a family vacation. So me and Lonnie and her little brother and my mom went on our cruise, on our vacation. That started my why, okay? I didn't want to work 9 to 5 every day and miss out spending time with the people that I loved, okay? So spending more time with the people that I love was a huge part of my story. Not stressing about paying bills. How many of you worry every month about paying your bills? It's ridiculous. It's so hard to get through the month. I usually have more month left at the end of my money, right? I mean, my money runs out and I've still got 2 weeks to go. Another big thing for me was I was never good at anything. I never excelled at sports. I tried things, I did things. I wasn't super social. I'm definitely an introvert, but I love people. So I was the person that would go places, but I just kind of sit and watch everybody, you know? Because people were interesting to me, but I was never really good at anything. And when I started building a team with Unique, I started realizing that people kind of liked me. Like, I was adding value and helping people. And most of them were younger than me. I'm probably one of the I know I'm not the oldest, but I'm up there in the top 10% of the women that do Unique. I'm older. 38's old as far as I'm concerned. Really, I'm 54. So adding value and helping people was really important to me. And my stepdaughter ended up joining. We started building a team, and you know what? It felt really good. It felt really good. One time I got a picture from a green status presenter on our team, and she had foils in her hair. She was getting her hair done, and she said, "Thank you. I haven't gotten my hair done in 4 years because I couldn't afford it, and now I can." And that was a big deal to me. That made me feel like I was helping people. So write down your 3 things. And at your table, I just want you to talk a little bit to the person next to you or across from you and give each other some feedback on those 3 things. And then I'm going to come around and kind of ask a few of you what those items are. Is that okay? So I'll give you just a few minutes.
Okay. Go ahead, Jen. I thought I was recording that whole time. I was just holding my phone.
I'm recording it. Oh, is that? It's under your table.
All right, what's yours, Corinne? My 3 are, the first thing that could impact others is feeling personal control. So I know that's something in my life that I crave. Like feeling like I have a handle on something. Like I have a strategy to solve a problem. And so I always hated where I was like at the mercy of other people, whether it be with money or whether it be with recognition. Like I can give myself a raise if I want a raise. I'm not asking for it. I'm just going to do that. I don't have to. I don't know. I like being able to have that sense of power, especially when most of life is out of your control. I said money between money because I know when I first started, we used it for. We were really really young and broke and a new couple, and we didn't have money. So it was like, well, if we wanted to go on a date night, I was able to do that, and that was nice. That I had kids, and it was like, oh, that purple card used to be fun for Target runs. Now it's just like a lot of diapers. But
Okay, is there anybody that
and then
wants
I
to
said,
share their
less
big
guilty,
things
more
with
living.
us?
Okay, I will.
Okay. I know Randy.
Sold. Okay, do you want me to hold this? It feels weird. Okay.
Hey, Ashley?
So my 3 things would be that, one, I am an abuse survivor, and when I found, I actually joined the company before I knew about the mission and everything. So once I learned that, I really like spoke out, and that has really gotten people like, oh my gosh, like she's human. The other thing is that I'm a very proud plus size woman, and so I flaunt that everywhere, and I don't care. And so I try to just teach others that it's okay to have curves, and it's okay to be gorgeous like Chelsea too. But
I love that.
and it ties into my third, which was kind of what you said too. Like, I just like to teach others to be okay with who they are. Like, it doesn't matter what you look like, what your personality is, if you're quiet, if you're loud. It's okay to be you, and you're still important in this world. So, yeah. Those are my
Those are awesome. Oh, okay. Okay, anybody from our Zoom want to share with us?
They say,
Oh,
oh, sorry.
Regina Goodson says mental health, family, autoimmune disease, and she's 43. Another one, Nikki, it says addiction, family, and a rape survivor. Hazel says I have health issues too. Unique keeps my mind off of my condition.
I love that. I do too. Yeah, I heard that a lot.
Joey says family, income, and self-care.
Thank you, Zoom girls.
Awesome, thank you guys. Those are all awesome. You know, one thing that I've noticed, and I think it's probably because we're all women, most of us are women, there's a lot of male presenters, but the majority are women. We all relate to each other when it comes to our physical things, so whether we were sexually abused, or we have autoimmune disorders, or we have things like that. So that's always something that can help you relate, help people relate to. So being transparent and talking about those things. One thing, and I don't even know how much more time I have, but one thing I want to talk about is a bridge statement. And a bridge statement alerts the listener that something is in it for them. Regardless of what you're doing or who you're talking to, everybody wants to know what's in it for me, right? It's super, super, super important that you talk about the benefits, but you also talk about, the features of products, the features of the business, but you also talk about the benefit. So I really, really challenge you guys to use bridge statements in your story. I also just I didn't create it, but I think Unique is using hashtag #MyWhyStory. If you guys do a video and do like telling your why, please use that hashtag. I want to personally see your why video. I think it's really important at some point that you put it out there and you let your followers and the people who love you and know you get to see and watch your why video. So how can we use bridge statements in our story? Can anybody give me an example of how they would use a bridge statement when they're telling their story?
Any volunteers?
Randy, you did so good before.
I was honestly looking at my swag and didn't hear what a bridge statement was.
That's okay. Okay, so a bridge statement is something that alerts the listener that something's in it for them. Okay, so I could tell my why story, and I might say something like, you know, it's really helped my self-esteem. If I know that person I'm talking to has low self-esteem, if they are always worried about what other people think, I can say personally that I know it's helped me with my self-esteem. Okay, and so I can tell them what's the benefit for them in joining my team, or in joining Unique, or in going to the Haven Retreat. What's the benefit? So let's talk about the eye cream. It's super easy to use the eye cream as an example. Our eye cream has caffeine in it. That's a feature, right? But what's the benefit? What does that caffeine do to help you? Does anybody know what the caffeine does that's in the eye cream?
Wakes up.
Say that again.
Wakes up the cells.
Yes, it wakes you up. It makes you feel more awake. So that's a bridge statement, is basically just telling people what the benefit is for them. Okay, so there's 3 parts to your story. Where you came from, how you got in the company, and what do you see for your future? So where I came from, I kind of told you guys already. I joined because I just saw the lashes and then thought, oh, I'll join, and then I posted and I got some people that bought it, and I thought, oh, I could do this, make some extra money. That's how I got there. What I see was I ended up getting remarried, and now I've gone on vacations with my husband and my family, and I get to spend more time with my grandkids. So I see a better future. Okay, so those are your three areas that you're going to use to tell your story. What was your life before? What did you feel you were missing? What did you feel like you had maybe a purpose, or maybe you just felt like, oh, I'm just a mom, which is not true. Mothers are amazing. But I know a lot of people that have a lot of kids and they start to feel like, oh, I just don't really have any other purpose in my kids and I don't feel fulfilled or whatever, you know? How did you get there? And it doesn't have to be long. You want to tell your story in as short amount of time as possible, a few minutes. You don't want to drag it out. You've got it from searching on Facebook, you saw an ad, you were invited to a party, however it is that you got that got you here. And then what do you see coming? What's important to you? And that's where you're going to use your bridge statements. So, you connect with people through adversity. Don't be afraid to be honest and transparent. It can be scary, but we grow through what we go through. If my life was always peaches and roses, people would just look at me and go, that's boring. How can anybody's life be that perfect? Nobody would believe it, right? So be transparent with your story and get out there and tell it, even though it's scary. And please use the hashtags. I would love to see your stories. All right, guys. Have a good